I've always known that it's better to respond than to react in chaotic circumstances, but it took my heart attack to take them skills inwardly. Running busy bars, working behind the bar on a Saturday night when the place is full of people enjoying themselves, celebrating, and sometimes people get a wee bit too much. You have to learn to respond rather than react, because reacting can often make that situation a lot worse. So you have to be able to talk to that person or them people and calm the situation down before it gets any worse. Running a busy kitchen, as head of the kitchen, when you know that every second a steak is in that pan is a second more that steak's getting overdone. And you're running a team where you're depending on them to bring all aspects of that meal together. Because if they don't, then them meals get spoilt. And so it's always better to take breaths in them situations, even though you know that you could react. It's never a good thing. And I'll give you an example at work the other day. One of my subcontractors was always pushing things a little bit. And at the end of the day, he was wanting away a little bit too early. And he was niggled because there was another subcontractor in his way. And I suppose it was a fair point on his behalf. He was wanting away early back home for whatever he had to do that evening. After all, we all want away from work at the end of the day, and we would love to get away earlier than what we really should do. But the thing is, my clients are paying for a full day's work, and I had to point out to him that he was the one that quite often was a wee bit late in the morning starting, and quite often he was the one that stopped that few minutes earlier at break time or started a wee bit later after lunch. And so I had to point out to him that this was my reputation, my business that was on the line here. And I reacted in a way that I shouldn't have reacted. And afterwards, I walked away, as has happened many times, and I thought I should have handled that differently. And the thing is as well, in the early days, after my heart attack, I would get frustrated with myself. And it was frustration about what I couldn't do now to what I could do before. When I overexerted myself, I would just get too frustrated and I would get hyped up. And I had to have a word with myself, bring myself back down, take a few breaths and think, what have you just been through? You can't be doing this, getting into these situations. And at times when people push your buttons, it's very difficult. You can only breathe so many times, you can only walk away so many times, and then what happens is you react, and the reaction is never a good thing. It's always a bad thing. Never ever ends good for anyone. And you may have noticed this in your own life. We're all human, you must have. Whether it was before your heart attack or after your heart attack, when you can recall a situation where it would have been better to walk away, bite your lip, take a breath, and return to the situation. Let me know in the comments below. If you're in them early days where you're getting frustrated, the 7-day mind reset plan that I put together is free. The link's in the description below. It came out of them early days when there was just times like that. And if you got any value from this episode, please share it with someone who might just need it. And please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it helps push these videos out to other men just like you and me who really need it. This is Stronger After the Storm. I'm Doogie. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you next time.